What's up, guys? So we're doing something a little bit different today. We're going to work on my wife's 2023 Subaru XT. She drives this thing for work, has one of those fancy warranty plans, so basically I have the dealer do all of it, everything except for spark plug changes, because they wanted almost $500 to do, so we can do that ourselves. Yeah, she spent 70,000 miles on it. So far, no issues. There was a cracked control arm bushing, but the warranty paid for that. New set of tires. Other than that, just oil changes, so it's been pretty reliable. But what we're going to do, change spark plugs that are down in there. Driver's side is going to be a bit of a pain. Passenger side, a little bit easier. If you notice there's some oil residue down there. Not sure what that's about. Looking at that a little further. I already took off this little intake area, so we have some room to work. The procedure manual does have you pull out the battery. So I can see for that front one, I can probably work around it. But for the sake of ease, and it's really cold here, we're just going to pull out the battery. As far as spark plug goes, turbos and non-turbo models require different spark plugs. So this is the part number that we got for the turbo model. And then a 9/16 magnetic spark plug socket is recommended. So let's dig in and get that battery out, and we'll pull spark plug plugs. Alright, battery's out. It's just 10mm here, 10mm here. Pull off your positive and negatives, and then the two 10mm stakes in the whole tray. Assembly just comes right out. Now, as you can see, this is the bolt for the first coil, and then obviously second coil back there. It would be a lot easier if we had this out there, but we're going to try and work with it. Alright, so I figured I'd start with the easier side first. You see the coil out here. It's fairly long. It's a 10mm bolt to remove that coil. So okay, right here. And then you can just pry it out with your fingers. And then you take your spark plug socket, shove it in. I used this reducer and then a slight extension, and I was able to oil in and pull it back out. As you can see, yeah, she's a little toasty. I've seen better. So I'm going to check the gap on the new plug, throw a plug back in there, pop that coil back in, and repeat. That side is going to be super fun, because this took me a little bit of finagling to get out. Alright, back one's in and done. Back to our 10mm, we're going to take off this front coil. Now once you crack it, you can just get your socket down there and take it the rest of the way off with your fingers. Monitor socket. Obviously there's more room up this front one because the frame rail kind of goes out a little bit. You just kind of take your hand and kind of pluck off the coil. Coil's off. And come back in here with your spark plug socket. Take the extension off. And you're going to slide this in and slide the extension on. This coil in my way. That magnetic sprocket or socket is a game changer. Alright, so we got our extension plugged on there. And we're going to take a wrench. Where's my wrench? And break the spark plug loose. Once it broke loose, voila, it just pulls right out. And this one looks about the same as the old one. I lied actually when I pulled it out. Unfortunately, I actually had a crack in it. Nifty. Alright. So again, just repeat the same procedure. Put this in, pull this out. This is going to slide in. We're going to put this on and slowly start this by hand. So we do not want to cross thread this. Put the extension on. Yeah, as tight as I can get it with that. I'm going to torque it down with the sucker wrench. Pull that back out. Slide our coil back in over. And put a 10mm bolt back in. And there you have it. Our passenger side 1 and 2 coils and plugs are changed. Alright, so for this side, what I did was I took out this 10mm bolt. Let's go right here. Basically, so I wasn't slamming my hand on it. I was able to get this front coil out of here because the wire for this coil kind of runs up against this coil, the back one. So with that pulled out and down, it gives me a little bit more room to slide my hand back in there and get to this 10mm bolt right there. Really wish all this junk wasn't in the way, but I don't think I want to deal with removing all that. So we're going to try and work around that for now because the manual only says to remove this. So alrighty, after lots of cussing, got that front plug out. I figured I'd just get this out and end before I mess with that back one, because that back one's going to be a real pain in the ass. Basically, I just use various types of extensions. I don't have every little tiny 1/4 inch increment extension that Snap-on sells, mainly because I don't work on cars anymore. But yeah, front driver side's out, slap a new one back in there, and I'm going to tackle that real beast back in the back there. Alright, I wanted to show you guys this. Pretty much every YouTube video says, oh, I got it out after struggling. Some comments say you disconnect the top transmission brace and 2 engine mounts and jack the engine up and tilt it. It seems unnecessary. So what I did was I cut a couple of these zip ties, pulled up this wiring harness. Also, the XTs do have, obviously have your intercooler and some other stuff over here that the normal Outbacks don't have. The only videos I could find were just a plain Outbacks. Anyway, didn't need to take this off. Took all this off. What I did was, hopefully you can see it. Yeah, focused in there. So, took this connector off. Basically what you do is you push in on this little clip here, and then I was able to stick a screwdriver down in there and pop it out. Hopefully it focuses for you guys. And so see how this coil is here? You rotate it 180 degrees, and then it pulls right out the front. Ta-da! There it is. Obviously when it was still connected, you couldn't go down with it, you couldn't go back with it. It has to come out the front, at least in my experience. But it's out, and the fun part is getting that spark plug. And then the really fun part is putting this back in. And success. Backside driver's plug out. Yeah, so this is a huge game changer. Zip tying this up, and I was able to get my fat hands down in here on both sides and kind of work it out. Removing the plug was the same as all the other ones. It was just that coil was a pain in the dick. So yeah, they're all running about even. Like I said, 70,000 miles. I recommend doing this 60,000 miles. I was just procrastinating just a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, throw this back in and see if we can get that coil plugged back in. And we are done. Let's see, we got that one in there. Got our one in back there. Like I said, popping that clip off, easiest thing you need to get that back one out. You don't have to take anything else off. Just move some of that around. Unless you have small hands, forearms, then you don't need to. Obviously, that one there, that one there. I'm gonna put the battery back in, put this tape back on, we'll do a startup, see if we get any misfire codes, and we're gonna take it out on the road, see how she feels. Alright, we're all buttoned up, and it's 2:19. So it took me, it started a little after 12:30, so it took me about 2 hours, obviously, taking with the video and then not realizing how to take that coil out anymore. It's gonna be videos. If I had to do it again, it'd probably take me about an hour and a half. Obviously, basic hand tools, extensions, a bunch of other stuff I didn't really need, other than this magnetic socket. This was a game changer. I did see one where they have like a swivel on the end of it, but this one worked just fine for me. Everything's all in. Battery's hooked back up. Did not put the cover back on the battery. Do that. And that's on. Now let's go do a first start and see if I get any codes. Look at that. Alright, perfect. So no codes, we're all good to go. Shut the hood and stay out on the road and see if we get any misfires. I got this nifty little boost gauge over here. Let's see what she'll do. Running smooth. Alright, that's a success. Got any questions? Comment below. See you guys.